Law number 7, get others to do the work for you, but always take credit. In this chapter, author is wanting us to take everyone's work and try to make it your own, in a way plagiarism, but there are very strong examples given from historical purposes. Nicholas Tesla and whatever Edison did. So Tesla used to do a lot of invention, but eventually he never got credit for him. Neither he got a value through his patents, be it with his collaboration with Edison, or be it with other scientists back then or businessmen back then. People used to just use his stuff, be it the first radio which had all the theories which he had built, and later after that, 2 years later, people actually did a POC on it and proof of concept on it, and then that name got associated with the radio rather than that of Tesla. So the author is trying to portray in this chapter is that don't be Tesla. Always try to use someone's work and make it your own. As in, if you are a businessman, hire the smartest people around, just like Edison did, and then try to associate your name for the work which they have done, and try to take credit for that. And the counter of this, or another approach, is if you don't like this approach, then take historical examples and then associate your work or extend your work through their lenses or their work. And there are a lot of such examples given. Shakespeare, for example, had used prior poets and prior writers' work to make his writing efficient. So I think in that approach you try to take historical work and make it your own. Now the reverse of this is, you should always know with whom you are playing this game. Sometimes you have to be submissive if there are masters above you. And the famous example is given when President Richard Nixon visited China. Someone called Henry Kissinger didn't took a credit for it, even though he was the instrumental person, but he definitely took credit for his subordinate. But for president, he made sure that president feels good that it was his idea and the whole process was triggered by him. So the final conclusion is, there are reversal possibilities in this law. Don't try to do if there is a master above. Law number 8, make other people come to you. Use bait if necessary. In this chapter, author tries to explain a law of power, where you let other people come to you, be it on your desk, be it for advisory, be it for any work they want you to do, or be it any work you want them to do for you. So in this chapter, a famous example of Napoleon Bonaparte has been given. He was a very aggressive, fast warrior. He used to attack enemies very quickly. So the hypothesis or the story behind this was given that one of his minister, after Napoleon lost a big battle, he was imprisoned, and one of the minister wanted him to be away from Europe, and he baited him to make him feel that he is trying to escape, and he actually escapes and then loses again in 100 days entire French kingship. So the point author is trying to convey is that never go to your enemy. Always try to build a bait for your enemy to come, and then you can strike. Same with example between navy war between Russia and Japan, where Japan wanted Russia to come to them, and then they strike them, and then they won, even though the talks were that Japanese navy is not strong enough. And the reversal of this, and another interesting example given is pickpocket. The people who pick your pocket, they put the signs that be aware of pickpockets, and as soon as someone reads it, the natural tendency is to touch your pocket where you have your wallet. and as soon as you do that, nearby pickpocketers know that this particular individual has his wallet in this particular, or her wallet in this particular pocket. So again, the thesis here is baiting people, and the reversal of this is, if your enemy is very weak, then you have to strike first. If your enemy is in the stronger position, let that individual come to you. Same sort of thesis has been acclaimed by Sun Tzu in The Art of War.